Hello everyone, welcome once again to day number 4 of the FTX Crypto Cup 2022 in Miami, Florida. Again, one of the highlights of this round is Magnus Carlsen's victory against the Quang Liem of Vietnam. Pragg and Magnus keeps on winning and they're tied for the lead with 12 out of 12. And let's check out Carlsen's win over LQL. Okay, Quang Liem started with d4, Magnus went for d5, c4, c6. Okay, the Slav, knight f3, e6, queen c2, knight f6, g3, they take c4. Okay, we have the Catalan against the Slav. Take c4, b5, queen goes to b3, bishop b7. This is Quang Liem's bet line, putting that queen on b3. Right, bishop g2, a6, bishop e3, knight b d7, a4, c5. Magnus sacrifices his pawn on b5, yeah? But is it? Takes on b5, bishop d5. Alright. Queen goes back to c2. Queen has nowhere to go. Alright, if you protect the pawn, let's say on d3, black always have this c4 push, blocking the queen's protection on b5. Black can gain back the pawn plus interest here. So white had to go back to c2. Magnus takes on d4. Knight cannot take because of the pin on g2. So bishop takes d4, takes on b5, takes a8, takes a8. Castles, bishop e7. Knight goes to c3, bishop c6 to protect that pawn on b5. The Quang Liem tries to exchange the bishop on g2, takes, and b4. Thanks to the bishop on e7, pawn is safe on b4. Knight to b5 is castles. Rook c1, h6. Right. White has the control of the c file. So black had to open up a square for his king. Okay. So knight into a7. Trying to go for c6, repositioning the knight. The bishop d6, moving away from the threat on e7. Magnus anticipates knight c6, of course. There's a knight on c6 will attack his bishop on e7, so he had to move it on b6. Knight c6, e5. Right, with the bishop and knight, it's time to push upon the middle. Bishop e3 and e5. Nice, minor pieces here. e5, d6, and d7 here. Queen to f5. Well, now let's take a look at rook d1 here. If let's say rook d1, this knight protects with f6 and protects d5. So no worries. Yeah. Black doesn't lose a piece. So queen f5 was played by Quang Liem. Still knight f6. Knight takes e5. He thought that he was winning. But here, Magnus plays the winning move. This is black to play and win. And he's not missing it. Pragg is also not missing it. Now it goes to e7. Okay, the queen is protecting that knight on e5. So he stays on f4 to protect. Okay. Now knight g6. Knight and bishop with that pin. Black now wins that piece on e5. Quang Liem again had to give up that queen for two minor pieces. Is the same case as the game between Pragg against Levon Aronian. Queen for two minor pieces, which is not enough. Takes on f4, knight e7 check, an intermediate check. Knight is f4, queen e4, hitting the knight on e7. Knight goes to c8, rook b8. If you go back to c6, for example, this rook c8. The knight probably goes back to a5, but rook takes c1. Oops. Takes on c1, and then queen on b1 pin. If you go knight to c2, right? Or maybe you can go knight d3, but still queen c2, yes? This is game over. Yes. Just too much. The power of the queen is just too much for the minor pieces. Rook d8, knight b6, b3, rook d6, g5, rook takes knight, and queen takes e2. Queen is, of course, very powerful. Hitting the knight, attacking f2, attacking b2. Rook to c3 protects the knight on d3, attacks b3, but there's knight d5. Double attack on the rook and the bishop. Take b3, queen c2. Attacking the rook and the knight. Knight to the bishop. Here, white resign. Now, if we, let's say here the knight moves away, that's a knight to b4. Queen will just take b2 and promote the pawn. Alright, easy win from Magnus. Same as Pragg and both players with 12 out of 12. Are we seeing a future world champion in the likes of Pragg? Is he going to be the next Magnus Carlsen? We will see in the years to come. But the way he's playing here, he's like the young Magnus, yeah? And it will be interesting to watch out. Final round between Pragg and Carlsen. That will be a fitting end to the FTX Crypto Cup in Miami. We are waiting for that one. 3 more rounds, I guess. Yeah, 3 more rounds. That last round will be the match of the tournament. So that was it. Magnus 12 out of 12, tied with Pragg in the lead. Alright, guys, thank you for supporting our channel, Charlie Smash Chess and Charlie Smash Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver from Abu Dhabi. Stay safe, everyone, and have a good night. Bye.